Do you control time or does time control you? Yes, you get to decide how you want to live your life, and the way you start your day actually determines the answer to this question. Dear fellow citizens of the world, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Nick. I'm a career coach, and today we are talking about how to start your day the right way. This thanks to an effective morning routine. So why another video about morning routine again? Well, I've been experiencing with morning routines for quite some time, and I want to share that with you today. And I think there's 3 reasons why you should care about setting up a very effective morning routine. First, you want to make sure you control time and you don't let time control you. Second, you want to make sure you don't feel rushed and you don't want to feel like you're always one step behind. Third, you want to be more awake, more proactive, and therefore more productive. So I started experiencing with morning routines for about maybe 4, 5, 6 years. Again, because I watched some YouTube videos and I never knew about the concept before. And I was really curious about what's the big deal with the morning routine. And then I experimented with a lot of different things, including waking up at 5:30 in the morning, taking cold showers and so on. And maybe there will be another video about that specific routine. But the one I'm talking about today, I've been using for about 3 to 4 months. And I want to share with you how it's working for me. Of course, it's personal experience, so it might not work for you, but at least you'll be aware of what's happening in an easy and simple morning routine. So the first information about my morning routine is that I wake up every day at 7:15. Not 7, not 7:30, just because I feel like 7 is a bit early. 7:30 is a bit too late. For me, there's a psychological aspect that I don't want to start the day too late, and 7:30 is some kind of a threshold. And 7:15 feels about right. And because it's unusual, it makes the routine a bit more important in my eyes. So 7:15 it is every day. Of course, I need to have at least 6 hours of sleep. So if I go to sleep too late, I have to push it a bit forward and a bit later. Obviously, I'm not saying that I wake up exactly at 7:15 every day. There's some days I wake up at 7:15 and I really can't wake up. But instead of just hitting the snooze button, I consciously reprogram the alarm. And I do that for 18 minutes. 18 minutes, I've experimented, and this works very well for my naps. 18 minutes is the perfect amount of time that I need to recharge without feeling too groggy when I wake up. So I reschedule the alarm for 18 minutes, and therefore I will wake up at 7:33 or 4, and usually I wake up feeling refreshed. So the first thing that I do is I wake up and I just go in the other room. I sit down on the bed and I start meditating with an app. So usually it's a guided meditation, or I can do free meditation, meaning very quietly. And so I'm trying to listen to the words of the lady speaking. She has a very nice voice, so it's very good to meditate. And at the same time, I try to really focus on the breath, because that's what you're supposed to do during meditation. By focusing on your breath, you are not falling back to sleep because you are proactively doing something, which sounds kind of counterintuitive because your breathing is the natural thing happening within your body. But when you focus on it, which is the essence of meditation, you're really consciously doing something to help you feel more relaxed. And in this case, to feel more awake. All right, I'm not saying that I'm fully meditating for the whole 15, 20 minutes like I should be doing, but I'm using some of this time to also visualize my day. I know this is not what meditation is all about, but I'm taking this opportunity not only to feel more awake, more relaxed by really focusing on my breath, but also I use maybe 5 minutes to start thinking about what is to be done today and how I'm going to approach the day. It helps me being already in the day without having to feel like, okay, meditation was nice, I feel relaxed, and then I look at my computer and then I feel stressed because there's so many things to do. So by incorporating that at the end of my meditation, when I'm still peaceful, I'm still calm, it really helps me make this transition smoother. So now my mind is awake, my mind has a purpose. So mind is one thing, body is the other thing. So second thing that I do is I do stretching, which is moderate stretching. I'm not trying to really work out or go crazy in the morning, because then I would feel very sleepy again and probably go back and take another nap. So light stretching means neck, shoulders, arms, body, legs, hips, and so on, knees. And I realized that, yeah, the mind is awake, the body is awakening a bit more slowly with age. And I realized that if I didn't do the stretching in the morning, it would feel very painful in the long run. So I'm not that young anymore, and I have to take care of my body in this way. So I do stretching. So now my mind is awake, my body is awake. What's left to do? You're probably thinking, next thing is I check my phone, I check my emails, I check my Facebook, and my day. No. This is exactly what you should not be doing. At this point, I'm feeling awake, I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling stretched out. What do I need to do? I need to stimulate my brains. Because if I don't stimulate my brain right now, the whole day is going to feel very sluggish. And the way I stimulate my brain is I read something. Usually, these are business books, these are inspirational readings that I use to get me out of my dreamy state from the night before and to actually warm up my brain for what's coming during the daytime. Because I read something that I chose, I'm not being passive about the process, and consequently, I'm not absorbing news feeds. I'm not reading things that are pushed to me. I'm actually consciously and proactively choosing what I want to read. This mindset shift is very important for you because when you get into this proactive mode, the rest of the day is going to be controlled by you. And you're not going to be enduring what's going on around you and people pushing stuff towards you. You are actually the master of what you're trying to accomplish. So when I choose to read what I want to read, the mindset already has been created for me to be active and proactive during the day. What I get from these readings is I learn something new, I get inspired, and also it helps me articulate my ideas better, because by trying to rephrase the ideas in the book, by trying to understand the concept, by trying to memorize also what's being said in the book, trying to make sure it's not just passive reading and I try to get something out of it, I'm helping my brain to work those ideas, to restructure them. And this gives me more confidence to approach my day. Because if you have to write emails, if you have to write a book, if you have to film a video, you need to make sure that your ideas can be expressed very efficiently and that people can actually understand what you're saying. And I hope you're understanding me right now. So the takeaways from today's video: why a morning routine? A morning routine helps you create habits. And those habits are actually an anchor for your life, an anchor that creates reassurance, stability. And when it's really solidly becoming a foundation for your life, you don't need to think about it. And this is very efficient because when we wake up in the morning, we're not at our best. We're not 100% fully operational. And having this habit in place, this anchor, helps you ease into the day in a very smooth way. Now, because you have this routine right there, this foundation, it can help you develop more productive or healthier habits. For example, you want to read more books, use that morning routine to help you read more books because you have the time, you have the availability. You want to develop healthier eating habits, you have more time to make breakfast. You want to make sure you don't jump on some junk food that you have in your fridge or from the night before. You have time to cook some proper food and you can become healthier with the process. And for me, the last takeaway, which is the most important, is you take control of the situation. If you wake up 10 minutes before when you're supposed to start working, your mind is not ready. Your body is not ready. You're just rushing. You're rushing because already you check your emails and there's an emergency popping up and you're already fully absorbed by this. You had no time to wake up properly. You had no time to visualize what you're supposed to do. And consequently, you are rushing, and the feeling of being always one step behind is not going to go away until you fall asleep at night. This is for me one of the worst feelings, always feeling one step behind. And that's the reason why I use a morning routine. I think that can help you do the same. So tell me, what time do you wake up in the morning? Don't be shy. We all have our different habits, different ways of sleeping, different waking times. Just tell me what time and what are the first things that you do. And do you feel that by doing those things, this is the best way to start your day? Feel free to share in the comments below. I'll be very interested and very curious to know how people wake up in the morning in different parts of the world. Thanks a lot for watching. And remember, experience, experiment, and make the journey count.